Welcome to game number 2 here in Cave Arena. Davis Barlow, Brett Loft is back with you. Or if you're just joining us here, it is game number 2 of the doubleheader here between the Piedmont Lady Lions and the Scots of Maryville. The first game counted toward the USA South Conference record. Piedmont dropped that in straight sets. Brett, what do we need to do differently to not drop it in straight sets and ultimately come out on top?
I think it's play consistent from start to the end. I mean, that's just what's been ailing Piedmont. They get a middle of the set blues. They kind of get down on themselves, and that's just kind of what's been happening. I think when you start doing the rotations, it can help, but it can also hurt. With Piedmont, Coach McCormick, very good rotations all year, but I think it can kind of throw it off at some points. So that means the Lions will finish 2-6 in conference. Maryville will go undefeated 8-0 in conference. However, you're still able to spoil Maryville's winning streak if the Lions can come away with a win here in game number 2. And that one will sell out of bounds as the starters on the court. Mary Grace Shaw will be the libero here. Jacqueline Sampson, Jennifer Herrera. That will be Elena McDonald, Sierra Phelps, and Brianna King, as DeCarlo will now check in for McDonald here. On the side for the Scots, Wallen, Potts, Sampson, Matthews, Leighton, Smithson, and the libero will be Watts.
Oh, that one hard kill.
Yes.
Handled well by DeCarlo. Round 2 coming here, handled again by DeCarlo. This one to Sampson. Sampson got a good piece in it. It will be in. Make it 1-1. So, Brett, a lot of faces on this Maryville squad playing that we didn't see last game.
I've seen some different faces. Smithson, as we mentioned, she did not play in game number 1. Looks like she will be ready to play here. Matthews also out there on the court. 2 of the star-studded players on this year's Maryville Scots volleyball team. Looked like that one was tipped off of Matthews there, but they will call it no deflection. Actually, yes, they will call it a deflection, 3-0. As DeCarlo back to serve yet again. Matthews able to get a piece of it. Just simply able to get it over Shaw on the back line there. Herrera. Sampson sells that one wide of the back line. The first point here of game number 2 for the Scots. 3-1, the Lions are on top.
Good hot start here from the Lions, exactly what they needed to do. Again, Maryville now on a 13-game win streak, 7-game win streak where they've won 3 sets to none. So as Brett talked about, Piedmont trying to play spoiler today in game number 2 here, and a beautiful block. Judging by the reaction, I'm going to say King got the best of that one. And the libero Shaw exit. Yancey will come back on. Alina Roberts, again, it was senior day before the first game of today's contest. She is no longer in uniform. Did see her having some ice on her back. It was a back injury that had kept her out for most of the season. So she will not be available for this game as this one's barely in.
Yeah, a little teeter-totter there on the back line as Phelps will check out for the Lions. Re-entering the game will be Shaw. And back to serve will be the libero Watts. We saw Watts in game number 1 to contribute a lot of good minutes, a lot of good digs there for the Scots. Yancey blocked at the net by Smithson, making her appearance in the first time today. DeCarlo trying to dig that one out, not quite enough. And now the Scots on a 3-1 run here, coming back 4-3. And I don't know if a Scot is a K9 or not, but the Maryville volleyball team down there barking on their sideline.
Judging by their logo, I don't think it is. It's funny, we had talked about some barking in Cave Arena during game 1. Maryville certainly has brought some interesting we'll call them bench cheers to Cave Arena today. As Yancey's able to make a good hang here, Watts is going to set this one up. Kill will be just in bounds. As Matthews, beautiful shot down that left line. And that will make it 4-4.
Back to serve yet again will be Watts. Scots have been going on a good run. She just sends a bit of a change up in there. That one barely going over the net. Herrera, a great dig there by Shaw. King will send it over. She's blocked by Smithson. And they're going to call a net violation there on Brianna King, as the Scots will take their first lead here in game number 1, game number 2, set number 1, 5-4.
I'm mentioning players that are now unavailable. Taylor Brown walking around on crutches. We did see her limp off in game number 1 there. Hart wanted to stay in. She couldn't decide if she wanted to come off or not. Ultimately did come off. She is not in uniform, will not be available here as the Scots move into the lead 6-4.
Now they're doing a rejected chant down there on that Maryville Scots bench. It's you just got rejected, and spell out rejected. I think some good chants down there, especially with a fanless Cave Arena, as Watts is again back to serve. DiCarlo, good contact. Herrera sets up King, cross court there, but that one's going to be set right back into the net as the Scots have went on an absolutely tear. 7-1 run here.
Yeah, that was an awkward setup for King. Nothing she could really do with that one, Brett. But as you highlighted, the momentum looked like it was building Piedmont's way, and now has been immediately snatched back as DiCarlo got blown back by that serve. Good job by Shaw to at least get this one over. Good block up front by Yancey. Oh, but a better shot there from Sampson. And Maryville on an 8-1 run.
Maryville, they put their A team in. They had two of their starters not playing in game number 1, and they have went on a roll here. There's another change up, as it will be about a bouncer to the plate, as if we were playing baseball. That one can't make it over the net. 8-5 now, as Becca Ballin will make her first appearance today in either game 1 or game 2 here, and she will come in to serve for the Lions.
And a service error there by Ballin will lead to Maryville's 9th point of the contest so far. And Brett, it's threatening to get out of hand here early in set number 1.
And as you mentioned there, Davis, we're seeing some unfamiliar faces, maybe potentially can also alter the outcome of the game. Smithson, who is 6'3", will just come over the net and put that one right back where it came from, as that will now make it. Actually, they're going to call an error there on Smithson, as that will be 9-6 now. Piedmont trails by 3. It's a bit of a swing of momentum there as Elena McDonald will check back into the contest here. Brianna King back to serve. That one going to go right off of Watts. Smacked over the net. King makes good contact. Herrera just sends it over. A great dig there on the back line, but maybe too hard of a dig there, as the Lions are making a comeback, only down by 2 now, 9-7.
Good job by Herrera there to know when she can go deep like that and try to beat the Maryville Scots front and back line back there. Great service. Handled well by the Scots, but King got a fantastic piece of that one. From the back line, caught net. Good hang by McDonald. It's going to have to be Ballin to put it over. Watts, the set from Fischel, and the kill from Smithson. And she got a good wind up and swing through that one, as the scoreline moves to 10-7 in favor of the Scots.
Jessica Bile will make her first appearance here in game number 2, as Brianna King will take a seat here as they continue to bark down there on the Scots sideline. And why not? They have the lead. A good serve there that will just clear the net. Yancey able to get that one over. It was tipped at the net. A good setup there. Not good enough. Shaw makes good contact. Herrera just going to send it back over. And that one was tipped, but Matthews will get her 4th kill of the contest.
Wow. Already at 4 kills, and we're only 11 points in for the Scots. I just noticed that, I believe it's Len Labart is left-handed. Very rare that you see a frontline player left-handed, but she put some force behind that one. This one will land inbounds. Shaw couldn't quite get to it. And the scoreline will move to 12-7. If you're just joining us, this contest did get started early. We know it said on the website that it was scheduled for 6 o'clock. However, the first game wrapped up very quickly in favor of the Scots. So we took a 40-minute break, and we are now back here with the game 2 action. Will likely be a set and a half in by the time we get to the original start time. Original scheduled start time, that is, here. Good block by Yancey up front. Herrera over to McDonald. Good kill as Watts is unable to get to it. And that will make it 12-8.
We talked about earlier the freshman impact that this team has had, and Landon McDonald been one of those major freshman impacts here. Mary Grace Shaw sends that one over the net with the good service. Smithson just comes over, and it looked like she just pushed that one over, but she will get the call there. They're going to call a deflection and out for Piedmont. Piedmont now trails by 5 here, 13-8, midway through set number 1. Now back to serve will be Smithson, 6'3", and she's got a good service there. Herrera will set up Phelps. Phelps just able to get it over there. And you see the left-hander there, southpaw from Matthews. And she's just able, that's going to be the left hand of Liebert. Just able to send that one over the net there, 14-8. It's a score here in set number 1. Smithson yet again to serve, a soft serve there, like some McDonald's ice cream, as McDonald will send that one over the net. That will be Matthews as that one tips into the net, and Herrera will send that one into the net as the Scots are on fire right now, extending their lead out to 7, 15-8. And they're only 10 away from clinching this one.
Yeah, Brad, Liebert really a true right side hitter. Again, you want them to be left-handed. Piedmont sporting a couple of right side hitters, all of whom are right-handed. But doing a fantastic job over there, being not only creative, but putting in work on the defensive end as well. Credit that block to Potts. Maybe a half a block each, depending on how it's scored down at the table. But beautiful nonetheless.
That is what they will credit it. They'll credit half a block to Potts and half a block to Liebert. That will be an ace. And they're going to chant Ace, Ace Baby. A bit of the rendition from Ice Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice, 1990 hit hip-hop song. Number 1 on the charts. Did you know, first ever number 1 hip-hop chart song in the history of music? Did you ever know that?
I did not know that. Well, the real question is, why did you know that?
I don't know. But anyway, maybe the Maryville Scots bench knows that. I don't know. Another great block there by that front line. And the Scots getting ready to put it back over. The left-handed Liebert and the southpaw will send that one into the net. The Maryville Scots bench goes crazy, even though Piedmont wins the point. 17-9 now, as the score will stand. Great enthusiasm down there on the Maryville bench. I was going to say,
they are cheering for everything they can. They're getting their money's worth today in Cave Arena. Herrera is going to be the one back to serve. Handled well by the Scots. Ooh,
wow.
Good hang there by Bile, and Sampson makes it worth it. Bile is just a ball magnet. Because most of these, she's not even moving. They're just coming straight at her. We were talking about Brett at halftime. She took a couple right below the face, if not off the face.
I actually talked to her between games 1 and 2, and she did confirm she didn't take any off of the face, which is good. She said, but she took a good money off of the chest. She said, and there's nothing she could do about it. She just says, I kind of has to sit there and play it where it comes to her at. So she is not the libero in game number 2, that being Mary Grace Shaw. Jessica Bile, one of the important pieces here of this 2021 Piedmont University Lady Lions volleyball team. Phelps is blocked at the net. And a beautiful kill there. That'll be from Potts. And Potts looks like she might be in the kilt today making some pottery. And she puts that one over with some heat on it. They extend the lead 19-10.
Yeah, Brett, this set has gotten out of hand. If you're the Lady Lions here, just not really been able to hang around, getting dominated on the net as that block comes through, and then the kill from the net as well from Layton. And a freshman outside hitter from Johnson City. Welcome to the contest. Just made it 20-10.
And just like that, the momentum might just shift back to the Lions' way as King DiCarlo will check back in for Bile and McDonald. The service error there will make it now 20-11. The Scots only 5 away here, so the Lions would have to go on a miraculous run to win this set. As Davis Barlow likes to say, it is possible, but not easy. DiCarlo with a good service there to give it over the net. A good setup there, but it will sail wide off of the hand of Sampson. Lions on a 2-0 run now, trying to build upon that. It is now 20-12.
Yeah, Piedmont moving in the right direction. Again, a team that seems to play better when their back's against the wall. But will they have enough points to spare? As I believe we get a net violation. And that will quell any momentum that Piedmont was hoping to build.
And we talked about this in the first few broadcasts we did, Davis, this season for the Lady Lion. Not a lot of violations called by the referees. The referees are definitely monitoring that net violation today as the Lions.
They're going to get it again.
Yep. Broadcasters Jinx Herrera will get her fingers caught in the net there as the Scots have taken a commanding 10-point lead here in set number 1, 22-12.
Service here handled by DiCarlo. Herrera long to King. Cross-court set blocked. Back across. That was a hammer, but a great hang there as it got blocked. Matthews put her hand through that one. Matthews with the block. Piedmont still has 1 touch left here. King will put it over. Great hang from the back line. Didn't see who that was. And that will be 4. No, they were going to let it play, actually. Excuse me. I believe that should have been 4. And on that back line, it's Layton again making her presence felt. And Maryville needs 2 in order to finish off set number 1. That one will be out. So Piedmont will stay alive for a little bit longer. Shaw out, Yancey in.
Good service there by Phelps. Libero Watts able to keep it alive. Scots will get it back over DiCarlo, Herrera. Yancey able to just tap it over there, put it where they're not, as Wallen tried to dig it out there, but she cannot get to it. Lions staying alive for yet another 2 points here, 23-14.
Yeah, beautiful shot there by Yancey, making something out of nothing. And that service error will move the Scots 1 point away.
Watts, who closed out game number 1 there in set number 3 with the service, looking to close out set number 1 here in game number 2. King with a good dig there, going to set up Sampson, then blocked at the net. King with a little get me over. Cannot get it over. So the final score here in set number 1 of game number 2 will be 25-14. We're going to take a 3-minute break here. You're listening to Piedmont U on YouTube.
Back on the broadcast, Davis Barlow, Brett Loftus here. We've got the 5th set of the day coming here, the second one in game number 2. Piedmont dropped that one by their worst total of the day, 25-14. Brett, what has to change?
Consistency. I think consistency is really the thing that has to change and is something that the Lions have to work on going into the fall semester. Piedmont, the volleyball team, this being the final game of the 2021 campaign. They did play in the spring, but they will be back here in the fall. And I think you have a lot of the young pieces, Alina Roberts being the only Lady Lion to leave. You have a lot of pieces still left on this team, and a lot, I cannot reiterate enough, a lot of potential here in head coach Jamie McCormick will have a lot to use in the future. Is just consistency and being able to play to a best of 5 sets.
Piedmont struggling to open the second one here. Brett, you also need to bring in some height.
Yes. And we'll see the recruiting class coming in next fall. Don't really have any noise or any information on that, but hopefully to bring in some 6-footers to help replace Alina Roberts. You know, the hard-hitting Brianna King. Brianna King only standing at 5'6", but she plays above the rim, as they like to say in basketball. She does just the same in volleyball. She plays above her height, and I think if you could bring more players in that hit the ball hard and bring in some more height, definitely could help. But there's a lot of potential on the Lady Lions that will be returning next year, and I just think that you just have to build on that if you're head coach Jamie McCormick, and consistency is key. It's not a lack of talent. It's not a lack of what you have on the floor. And I hate to say it again, but it is just consistency. We've seen the Lady Lions come out here and compete at times with Maryville being one of the best teams in the conference, probably the best team in the conference. And at other points, it looks like Maryville would just start to run away. So be interested to see how the Lady Lions play their last, at very least, 2 sets of the season. Hopefully it'll be at least 3 more, and the Lions can win 3-1. They're trailing 3-1 right now. Make that now 4-1. As Mary Grace Shaw will deflect that one up and out of bounds, as Brooklyn Gunn is now checked into the game here, making her first appearance on the day in either game here in set number 2, game number 2.
Moving into the service area, Watts continues her domination as Maryville offense still cooking here, as this one would have been a 4th touchback over either way. Wallet put her hand through that one. And Brett, this Maryville team not stacked with seniors, but still having veteran leadership. 4 seniors on this team, 2 of which are big impact players in Matthews and Tisdall.
Also Smithson, I mean, we've seen her, she's the leading kill percentage leader, and we've seen her come over the net quite a bit there.
And she's just a sophomore.
Yeah, just
You've got
a sophomore.
2 more years left of her.
You're going to have to be reckoning. She's going to be reckoning through this conference for the next 2 years. Might see some Conference Player of the Year awards out of her, but it's just something that the Lions are going to have to contend with. A very good USA South Conference, as Smithson with a block at the net there. This is a very deep volleyball conference, Davis. We were talking about it before the game. You look at the conference standings here overall. 7-0 at the top coming in today was Maryville. 5-2 Berea, Huntington, and Covenant. 4-3 LaGrange, Brevard 2-4, and then Piedmont sitting at 2-5. So it's no shortage of talent across the conference. It's just the Lions, when they get on the court with these teams, have to play consistent and play within themselves. And it seems like more times than not, they can kind of lose their game on the court, as they're now trailing 8-1.
Yeah, Brett, in a normal year, you would face the other side of the conference as well. William and Peace on the flip side, who we will not see this year. 6-0, have only dropped 2 sets the entire year.
And that's incredible when you really look at it. Could say lack of parity when you look at someone like William Peace, who has only dropped 2 sets the entire year. But then you look at the bottom half of the conference with Mary Baldwin, who have only won 2 sets of the year there in that East Division. And in the Western Division, you look at Agnes Scott, who has only won 2 sets the entire year as well. Wesleyan has 1 win. They have only won 3 sets the entire year. So maybe a top-heavy conference is what the USA South is, and it's just no shortage of talent, and very much so have to have it to compete.
Yeah, there seems to be a clear difference, Brett, between the top 4 or 5 teams on each side versus the bottom. Again, if like you talked about the USA South, Maryville 7-0, Berea 5-2, Huntington 5-2, and Covenant 5-2. That's all in the West as well. So the top side of the USA South plays very, very hard.
I think Maryville is the clear-cut best team in the conference this year, and
yes.
I would predict them to go on and win the Western Division Championship. It might be an underdog story. We could see someone come in there and win the championship on the Western Division side, but I would be very surprised. I'd be very surprised. They have a very good team. They have a very stacked team, and if you're able to rest the team like the way they did in Game 1 and play against a good Piedmont team and able to win in 3 straight sets, and the closest only being decided by 4 points, I think that just shows the depth and the talent of this team.
And again, no one's troubled Maryville thus far, in the season as Yancey puts that one home here. No one's troubled Maryville at all. They are completely undefeated. Has any team? They've only lost. Maryville's only given up 4 sets. 3 of them came to Union. So where's our other one?
They have given up 2 sets to Covenant. They've given up 1 set to Berea, and they give up 1 set to Huntington. So conference play-wise, they give up 1 set to Huntington, 1 set to Berea, and 2 sets to Covenant. And those are those are the only sets they have given up all season long in conference play.
So based on that, it looks like Covenant did give them a run for their money in their opening game that counted towards conference play.
And, we talk about Maryville at the beginning of the broadcast as the Lions are only trail by 4 here. We talked about Maryville at the beginning of the broadcast kind of being up there along with Piedmont as being the class of USA South in across athletics. And I really think that Covenant is getting to that point, too, where I love it when Piedmont can play a school and you can go, they're good at every single sport. Not to kind of let your guard down. And Maryville and Covenant being 2 of those great schools in the USA South.
Yeah, Piedmont, one of those schools, too, as well. Every time you play the Lions or the Lady Lions, that they're bringing good competition.
And
this one will drop.
Yeah, great dig opportunity there by Ballin as the Lions now trail 10-5 here in set number 2. And the barking continues as up by 5 here. As a man who used to like to bark a lot, Mr. DMX, rest in peace to him, passing away the other day.
King got rejected. They tried to keep it up, played it the wrong direction. That will move the score line to 11-5 here in set number 2. Service again from the Scots, handled well. Yancey just has to dump it over. Matthews put her hand through that one. Good hang back there by Shaw. Beautiful kill there from number 21, Riley Layton.
And that'll make the score 12-5 here in Cave Arena. I think we're a bit behind on our scoreboard, our online scoreboard being correct. That being ran by our producer this afternoon, Matthew Kudrowski.
Oh, good solo block, kick save. Foot does have to be on the ground. Can't legally kick the ball, but it was worth the effort. Who knows? Might have snuck one past the ref there. Beautiful kick save, though, but your foot does have to be planted on the ground, I believe.
McDonald will check back in for DeCarlo, and I think you are correct there, Davis Barlow.
Either that or you must be on the ground. There's some rule about that.
Well, I know I've seen it go off feet before, and the point still counts. I think both feet, or at least the 1 foot, has to be settled in on the ground, and it can go off of it. But obviously, this not being soccer, you're not going to use the feet too much here in volleyball. The Lions trail by 7, 13-6. Smithson back to serve. Yancey coming across the top there with a good shot. McDonald with good contact. Gunn back to McDonald. McDonald with a get me over there. Smithson tried to dig that one out. Cannot get to it. as the Lions will crawl back here, only down by 6, 13-7. Mary Grace Shaw now back to serve.
Yeah, again, the Lady Lions trying to keep it from not getting out of hand early. In this one, again, it's really the middle portion of sets that trouble the Lady Lions. Very strong at the beginning, very strong at the end.
And I think that's just a troubling point. It's kind of peaking, you know, and you kind of have to find that second gear. The Lions obviously have the first gear and the third gear. Have to find that second gear here and really have to lock in.
Good ball back here. Gunn went straight over, caught him napping, and that will make it 13-8.
Maryville obviously has about 4 or 5 gears out there, but being able to attack that middle is something that I think the Lions have done really well at times and maybe not as well at other times. As we see there, the Scots are playing with some tall players today. Their tallest on the floor right now being Hannah Potts, who stands at 5'11". But the tallest we have seen today is Morgan Smithson. We've called her name a lot, from Knoxville, Tennessee. The sophomore, as Davis mentioned, 6'3".
Beautiful cross-court shot. What an angle.
You don't see that one too often. That was almost like a rugby sidekick there.
Yeah,
that looked like.
Liebert got put in a very weird situation. Lena Liebert, again, not really where you'd want your outside hitter to hit that from, but she made it work. And that'll put Maryville back in the lead by 6.
Wallet and Wallen will both check back in here for the Scots. Becca Ballin makes contact with that one. Gunn out to McDonald. McDonald, just get me over there. Watts will set him up. And a good kill off of a deflection there. And will be off of the hand of number 21, Layton. Layton, that will be her her 5th kill of the afternoon. Extend the Scots lead now 15-8 here in set number 2.
They're going to get McDonald for a net violation there. Tough break, as she actually did win the 50-50 ball on the net.
Good service there, Ballin. Make good contact. Gunn to Phelps. Phelps back over. And
I think another net violation.
They're either going to get Gunn or Phelps. I don't know who that was. Which one touched the net? Maybe both. And they are going to tag Sierra Phelps on that one, as it will now extend to 17-8, as the Scots are well on their way to making it 2-0 here in game number 2.
And that is not what you want from the Lady Lions. Possible miscommunication at the back?
Yeah, it looked like that's what that was between Shaw and Herman back there, as the lead will now be at 18-8. Another good service. Herman takes that one this time. McDonald gets it over. She's blocked at the net. Ballin sends that one straight up in the air, just trying to get it over. And it looked like they're waving the caution flag there at the race. The flag woman and the flag man over there, as that will be the Scots' 19th point here in set number 2. 19-8, as they are 6 away from winning set number 2 here and moving on to a game 2 deciding set number 3.
It was a good hang by Shaw to keep Piedmont in this one. But they're not in it for long, as that one's put home by Wallet. I feel like that's the go-to phrase right now. As Brett, this has got to be nearing double-digit points in a row. Classic broadcasters jinx.
In the favor,
had to cut them short.
Yes, in the favor of the Lions there. And yes, Davis, as far as we can go back on the live stats, I think that was a 9-0 run. Wow. As Jacqueline Sampson will check in here. Gunn now back into the game. Sampson will put it over there. I think they're going to give her a net violation. Maybe that's going to be a net violation on the Scots.
Yes, I think it is.
It will be. They're going to signal that the net violation was on Layton. That will now be 20-10 now as the Lions trying to get the deficit back down to single digits here.
Good shot from the back line, handled well. That was Matthews. Matthews again. Set, Wallet, cross court, beauty. And the cross court has been there all day for the Scots, and they've continued to turn to it as they now lead by 11.
And that's beautiful because they're just able to put it where the Lions are not. Across the court there, kind of catching them off guard. Another great service there, and that will be an ace. Taylor Herman pats her chest, almost as if to say my bad there. 3 away here are the Scots here in set number 2, up 22-10 as they have dominated the Lions here in set number 2. Gunn going to set up Phelps. That one will sail wide off of the back line. Now 2 away are the Scots.
Yeah, Brett, this set feels about as how the scoreline looks if you're a Lady Lions fan. It is not going well, as that will be an ace yet again. And it's 24-10 in set number 2.
That will be the second ace off the hand of Riley Layton. And not a third. So that one is blocked at the net.
It was a beautiful solo block by Potts.
Gunn able to get it back over. That one is smacked. Shaw able to get it. Gunn gets to it. Sampson gets it over. That one sent way up in the sky. Watts able to get it back over Shaw. Gunn. McDonald blocked at the net. Able to get it back over. Shaw will lay out for it. Cannot reach it. So scoring the last 16 of the 18 points will be the Maryville Scots here in set number 2. Up 2-0, trying to close it out here in set number 3. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Let's Piedmont U on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont U on YouTube. Brett Loftus alongside me, DB Davis Barlow, getting ready to start set number 3 here in Cave Arena. The Scots are up 2-0 in the sets, now up 1-0 here in set number 3.
Yeah, Brett, no buzzer bringing us back in. I was a little confused on the start. Good cover by you there, and the Scots right back to work. Ooh, I don't know if McDonald touched that. They're going to say she didn't. I think she might have gotten a piece of that.
I think she did too, but either way, that'll even it up. DeCarlo will come in for McDonald there.
So as we move, scoreline 1-1. It's good. Hang by DeCarlo. What a hammer there from Potts. Shaw was the one on the receiving end. Piedmont scrambling now, just keep having to block here. Sampson trying to generate some offense, caught front net. Poked over by Layton. Mercado blocked. Herrera kept it alive. It was out of bounds. Mercado's got to play this back in. Can't quite find the angle. Man, we haven't seen Mercado until now.
We have not. We've seen her. She's been a starter. And I think every Piedmont contest up until this point, we didn't see her in game 1 nor game 2 this afternoon. A bit of a surprise there. She's now playing as if on cue. She's going to make contact with that one. Shaw sends it over. A great dig there, as that will be sent into the net by Potts. The Lions are able to even up at 2-2. Something I want to point out. The volleyball is very, very shiny once it's being sent up in there. You can still see the alcohol sanitation on it, as we have women's soccer player Abby Judge and men's soccer player Lowell Tecumlarian as the ball boy and ball girl down there, as that will be sailed out of bounds. Now 3-2, the Lions lead.
Yeah, Brett, the ball has to be sanitized per USA South rules after every play. So it's a new ball in play every time. Being sanitized again, as you can see on the broadcast, the women do have to wear masks while they play as well. Very interesting. The only sport where we've seen anything like these rules.
Yeah, and that is per USA South ruling as well. That's helping to reduce the number of COVID-19 tests that each team will have to take just by simply wearing the mask on the court to help reduce the spread.
Yeah, very surprised basketball didn't have to do the same thing.
I know in some conferences, and in some states rather, there were such mandates, but the USA South and here in the state of Georgia did not have to do that in the basketball contest.
Beautiful ace there in front of us by Watts. So Scots go up 4-3.
And that will be smacked over the net.
That one went into the scores table.
Timmy McCormick, head women's soccer coach and
conference champion now.
Yeah, conference champion Troy Wyman, one of our athletic communication assistants down there, had to make sure not to take that one off the computer or the face, as the Scots will take now a 5-3 lead here. Make that 5-4 as Watts will send that one into the net on the service error.
Well, Brett, a busy day here in Demorest, Georgia. Our working crew split between volleyball and lacrosse. So again, we do have Danielle Percival, the head of communications here at Piedmont University.
It's kind of weird. Isn't it weird saying that
I
now,
have to
Davis?
catch myself now.
Because this is now your second broadcast. You did women's lacrosse the other day, the first time.
And I think I said Piedmont College about 9 or 10 times.
The first time, yeah. And I haven't, knock on wood, which we don't have wood, but haven't said Piedmont you know what yet. So Piedmont University, what we're trying to stay with here. My first broadcast is the university. DeCarlo going to send that one over. Watts, good contact there. Going to set up Matthews there. Mercado will be set up. She is blocked at the net. And Smithson will hit him with the ice in the veins celebration. I must say, the celebrations, the chants, and just the amount of enthusiasm that Maryville's bringing is kind of impressive. As it sounded like someone hit the deck there. I hope everyone's okay.
It's a very interesting, swagger.
Yeah.
It's not like the usual swagger that you bring when you're 12-0 in conference, but it's their own style, and they make it work.
Yeah, most definitely. I really do. I really do enjoy watching it. It's almost as good as the volleyball we've been seeing today, as that one will be sent out of bounds. The Lions are coming back now 6-5. And as you mentioned there, I think definitely having the amount of fun that they have is helping them get to where they are at 12-1, 13-1 now, and looking soon to be, if everything stays put, 14-1. Mercado back to serve here for the Lions. Good service there. Going to set up Smithison. Smithison bringing with the sauce, but she's not able to get it in. And off of a deflection, Jenny Herrera will get the kill there to even it up now at 6 apiece.
Lady Lions just hanging on. Again, this is their last set of the season. If they cannot win it, will be the final contest of the year no matter what, as they have been mathematically eliminated from the USA South tournament, as we talked about earlier in the broadcast. So trying to make the last few moments of a very interesting COVID season count. And right now they're 6-6, doing their best. McDonald tried to make it 7-6, got blocked. Matheson didn't even have to jump. Now that one will be out the back, and the Lady Lions have the lead off of the Liebert error.
The left-handed Liebert, she has been absolutely smacking them over the net today. Just sent that one a little too far wide there. And Mercado now on a roll as the server here. A good service there as it barely tips over the net. And that one is absolutely rocketed by Matthews. And the Scots will tie it back up here at 7 apiece.
Matthews got a great piece of that ball. Matthews, senior outside hitter, 5'11", from Fernandina, Florida.
I think they have another rendition of a song that is not appropriate content for the broadcast, but they do have another rendition of another song.
I was going to say,
there.
let's not talk about what the original version of that song is.
As that will be a good kill there off the hand of Aubrey Yancey. And the Lions will regain the lead now 8-7.
As we've harped on all day, Brett, we're getting towards that area where the Lady Lions struggle. Need to be consistent. Would love to see them be consistent for one whole set.
Scots will even up off that one 8-8. Smithison with the kill there. She now has 4 kills in the afternoon. Good service, good dig by Herman. Phelps. And that is just a get me over there. Herman able to get there. McDonald will be blocked, but it will land on the Scout side. As that one is sent over, deflected. McDonald having to send it back over. That one is put up into the air. And that one is smacked to the Piedmont side. Yet again over there near head coach Timmy McCormick. The injured Hannah Kate Chadwell will throw it back into play. And the Scots will regain the lead now, 9-8.
True back and forth set coming here. Piedmont just needs to quell the run. It's been 2 straight. Make it 3 straight for the Scots, and this is what you cannot let happen.
Now 10-8. And now to that double-digit standpoint, or pinpoint, whatever you'd like to call it, where the Lions sometimes begin to struggle. McDonald gets that one over. Not today. And not in this set. The Lions are able to come back just a smidgen. This is now 10-9.
Yeah, good job there. Now they need to string a couple together in order to continue to make this set competitive. Herrera with a good serve. This is going to be an awkward hit forward. Still got a good piece of it. Did Potts, but they can't make it work. And the Lady Lions now have 2. And it's 10-10. Back
to serve here will be Herrera. she's had a very good game for the Lions thus far. Herrera only with 1 error. She also has 2 kills on the afternoon.
And her last service was beautiful. This one, same spot. Layton went over the middle blocker. Just dropped that one in. And the Scots go back in front 11-10. Liebert and Fischel were the ones to exit. Wallet. And I believe I believe it's Wallen, who's now back to serve where the 2 to check back in. So Scots lead by 1. Set number 3, game 2 here. Again, if you just joined us anytime in the past 15 minutes, you're probably confused as to how we're in set 3. This game started almost 40 minutes ahead of schedule, as there will be a net violation on Piedmont. Started about 40 minutes ahead of schedule as the 3:30 game finished way before it was scheduled to be done. Took a 40-minute break, and then we got back to the action here. So we are in set 3. Piedmont dropped the first 2. The second one got way out of hand, but they're keeping this one close. McDonald will drop this one in.
Yeah, that's something I want to note. End of set number 2 was the start time of what game number 2 was supposed to be. It ended at about 6:01 p.m. was the projected start time, as Bile will check out, as well as McDonald, DiCarlo, and Mercado will check back in here as the Lions trail by 1. Good service there by DiCarlo. That one's sitting back over here by the Scots. Shaw, Herrera, Phelps is blocked at the net. Shaw will send that one back up. Mercado again blocked at the net. And she will be blocked by Potts and Wallet.
Yeah, credit half a block to each, or probably half a block times 2, so maybe a full block to both of them. As they just continuously rejected the Lady Lions in that sequence. Good hang by DiCarlo, but she left it right on top of Matthews, and she put Herrera in a very bad spot. Tough situation to be in.
14-11. Another good service there. Mercado, good contact. Coming over will be Phelps. And Phelps will get the kill there as the Lions draw back within 2. Yancey will re-enter the game there for the Lions.
There is all kinds of dog barkings. I don't know if y'all can hear that on the broadcast. We got a chihuahua.
Oh,
we got someone howling. I don't know what's happening in Cape Arena at this point.
Phelps with some good contact there. DiCarlo gets it over. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, as that one is sent well over the net. And another kill opportunity. A great dig there by Phelps. Mercado will be blocked at the net, and that'll now make it 15-12. I must say, I've not heard a team who is not named after a canine or some sort of a canine to bark as much as the Maryville Scots.
Oh,
I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just giving the information of what I know.
Exactly. We just got to explain what we're laughing about.
Watts.
Oh, come on.
That is an ace there.
Watts couldn't put that in a better spot.
No.
She landed that equally between all 6 Lady Lions on the court. There was probably equal distance to each one of them. That is the dead center of no man's land.
That's 9th grade algebra right there, and that's an equilibrium is what that is right there. 16-12, 9 points away, or the Scots from clinching game number 2 here in set number 3.
Yancey did a good job to float over that one, but I think they're going to get Herrera for touching the net. Yancey levitated right there. Just refused to land on the ground once she elevated.
Yeah, it looked like she was jumping on the trampoline there. Had to come down sometime, though.
Beautiful display of athleticism. As Piedmont trails by 5, but the Scots only need 8. Handled by DiCarlo. Herrera back to DiCarlo. Good block. And it will be tipped out of bounds. And that will put the Lady Lions down by 4.
Yeah, the Lions are keeping it close here in set number 3 here. Playing with a lot of heart, a lot of character here. Great dig there. That one will come over. Mercado going to be the one doing the blocking now, but it will be sent out wide. And now the Scots are only 7 away here. As checking back in will be Fischel and will be the southpaw Liebert.
Service was definitely a mishit there, as Fischel barely got a piece of that ball. And that will hand the Lady Lions a point, put them back within 4.
18-14. It's not out of reach. Just running out of time may be the Lions as Mercado back to serve here. Good service to get it over the net. Oh my goodness, Matthews. That's coming off the head at about 100 right there. Able to play it though will be the Lions, as Liebert will send one not quite as hard, but still a good shot there. Herman get that one over. Now setting up Smithison, and Shaw able to play it. Matthews, Shaw yet again. Yancey, Watts, Matthews, and Matthews one too many there. She had about 3 perfect shots. So it's about time for her to mess up there, I guess, as the Lions only trail by 3 now, 18-15.
That was a beautiful sequence there, probably the best one that we've seen all day.
That one's hit way up in the sky there. Matthews. And Matthews is playing an incredible game now, as that will be her 11th kill of the afternoon. She has 11.5 points this afternoon. She only has 4 errors as well, so Matthews playing a great game this afternoon, and now she will be back to serve.
Serving from a long way away. A lot of topspin, low line drive service. Yancey put her hand through that one. That'll put the Lady Lions back within 3.
6 away here for the Scots, but the Lions trail by only 3 here. As Shaw back to serve. Lions still looking for their first set victory of the afternoon. Lost in game 1 3-0, trail 2-0 right here in game number 2. Smithison, as that will be deflected at the front there. And now the Lions are looking down a 4-point deficit and 5 more points here, looking near the end of their 2021 season. Smithson, good service there, sends it over Shaw. Herrera, Phelps blocked at the net. Bile able to make a good play there. McDonald blocked at the net. McDonald able to get it over, and they are going to call a net violation here. It is now 4 away from the Scots clinching here in game number 2.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're going to read the Senior Day memo one more time directly after the conclusion of this contest. It was Senior Day for game number 1. The pregame, of course, if you missed it, and you're joining us for game number 2, we do want to honor the senior class, the very small senior class, one more time. So hopefully it'll come after a couple more sets where the Lady Lions come all the way back. As it now moves to 22-17. However, that does look very unlikely at the moment.
Lions trail by 5 now as the Scots only 3 away. Herrera will be serving. That one goes straight into the net there. 2 more away now are the Scots. And 2 more are they going on a 14-game winning streak. They came into today 12-1. One game won made them 13-1. Finishing the perfect 8-0 in conference. As with these doubleheaders here in volleyball this season, the first game counts for USA South Conference play. The second game counts, I don't want to say just for fun, but counts for your overall record instead, as they will get an ace there. And it'll now be 24-17. 1 more point here. The Lions looking for 1 more point of 2021. Going to get the towel out there. Landon McDonald going to clean up the floor. As Davis mentioned, there's only a small senior class, only one to be exact, and we will tell you about that shortly when game number 2 concludes here. Looking for the game-sealing serve. That one we get over. Herrera will set up McDonald, and that one will land on Piedmont's side. Final score here, 25-17. Maryville sweeps the afternoon 3-0, 3-0. Davis Barlow now is going to read our Senior Day 2021 volleyball script.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to take a few moments to recognize the 2020-2021 Piedmont Volleyball Senior Class. This senior has helped guide the Lady Lions to 46 total wins, including 25 in conference play within the USA South. One of the biggest highlights during her 4 years with the Lady Lions is helping spark Piedmont's run in the USA South tournament in 2018. Piedmont ended the regular season in 2018 on a 5-win streak and extended that to an 8 straight wins with a run to the USA South Tournament Championship. Our lone senior from Charleston, South Carolina, number 18, Alina Roberts. Roberts has appeared in 80 matches over her career at Piedmont and has been a force for the Lady Lions at the net. Tallying 260 kills in her sophomore season, she bettered that number in her junior year, jumping to 271, leading the team in total kills both seasons. Roberts had a career-best 27 kills against Huntington her sophomore season, setting the Piedmont record for most kills in a match in the 25-point era. She received recognition from the conference in both 2018 and 2019, earning first-team All-USA Southwest Division honors in her sophomore season and second-team All-USA Southwest Division honors in her junior campaign. Roberts plans to graduate in the spring with a degree in nursing. One more time from Charleston, South Carolina, number 18, Alina Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fantastic year here on the broadcast with you all. It's been a fantastic 3 years for me personally here. Brett, I think this is the point where we sign off for the one last time.
Yeah, Davis, it's gonna be a little abnormal next year not having you or Nick Pope here with me doing volleyball, as I'll be the lone returning broadcaster from this season. So it's gonna be a little abnormal, Davis. We still, as for volleyball, we're completed, but we still have a few more times we're gonna be able to hop on the broadcast. Got to cherish those, but.
And this is it from Cave Arena.
Yes.
No more broadcasts in Cave Arena.
And just really quickly, I don't want anyone to feel like they have to stay, but I just would like to say a kind word about Davis Barlow. He's really meant a lot to me here. Just being here as a senior, taking me under his wing. He and Nate Royce have meant a lot to me in my my young broadcasting career, especially here in Cave Arena. Davis and I have had some great moments this year, both at volleyball and in men's and women's basketball. And Davis, I just want to appreciate you, man. I thank you. I know you don't really get technically a senior day, so this kind of get here for Cave Arena. I just want to thank you a lot, man, and go ahead and take us out one last time.
Brett, I really appreciate the kind words, man. It's been an honor to call games with you. It's been an honor to have everyone here on the broadcast. So for one last time here in Cave Arena, you're listening to Piedmont on YouTube.